Hi, Tom.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
Good, thanks. What a treat to talk to you today. Now, you've got a new comedy special, a documentary, and a new series. You've been so busy.
Yeah, it's been an exciting couple of years putting this all together, and it's all happened during this amazing time in my life where I've moved back to Canada after 20 years in Los Angeles and got this really cool farm that I'm basically going to be living here now for the rest of my life, riding my mule into the wilderness. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm great to be back in Canada. Eh? Oh yeah.
I especially love that new series, Tom Green Country. You've got everything at your new farm, from horseback riding to chickens to canoeing. Every show, I can't wait to see what else you're up to. So, what's in store?
Well, it's we did 4 episodes of the show, and then there's a documentary about the history of the Tom Green Show, and then my stand-up special. And the show itself really kind of captures the initial sort of year of me moving here, and you see the first day I set eyes on Fanny, who is now my trusted equine companion, who we uh, spend our days together riding through the wilderness. And so it's really kind of special documentation of a docu-series about coming home. And my parents are in it, and they're hilarious. And people that know the old version of the Tom Green Show remember seeing me pull a lot of pranks on my parents. You might see them turn the tables on me. I don't want to give anything away, but so it's a lot of fun, and they're hilarious in the show too. So
They are great. I was going to ask, how did you decide to get a mule and a donkey rather than, say, a horse and a pony? Because that was a really smart choice.
thank you. Well, it's funny. It initially started with the idea of me thinking a mule would be funny. And I had these old barns. There's these beautiful century barns that didn't have any livestock or animals, and I'm here on this farm, and I'm thinking, it would really complete the place. And I love animals. I have my dog Charlie, who's, you know, uh, in all my social media and comes on stage with me when I do stand up. But it just seemed like a perfect thing, and I wanted to do that. But then when I found Fanny, it turned out she wasn't funny at all. She's this incredibly majestic, beautiful mule, and I think sometimes people who don't know what a I think sometimes, including myself, 3 years ago, I don't think I really knew what a mule was. When I heard the word mule, I thought donkey, and a donkey and a mule aren't the same thing. A mule is half donkey and half horse, and she's this incredible giant horse, mule, animal, and it's been great.
She is beautiful. I didn't even realize she was a mule at first, but mules are safer to ride than horses, and donkeys will keep away coyotes. So you've made a spectacular choice in that.
Yeah, a lot of coyotes and wolves and bears around here too on the property. So so far so good. Yeah, yeah. And no, it's great. I know that Kia is the donkey, and she's incredibly smart and funny. And there's also now, since the show taped a new. We see at the very end of the documentary, you see Alora and her baby fawn Aria show up. So we've got 4 animals here, a nice little herd forming out there in the pasture, and it's just a completely new chapter for me, and I'm having a great time, and I'm just so happy to be able to show off Canada to my audience around the world. And I'm very proud to be Canadian, and very proud of all the beautiful things that this country has to offer. And I think it's surprising to a lot of people worldwide. The show's coming out worldwide, all, and I think a lot of people, when they see it, will. I know from my social media, a lot of people in the United States, one of the number one questions I get asked is, "What state are you in?" They see me riding around on a mule with a cowboy hat on, and they assume I'm in, Wyoming or something like that. But no, so it's kind of nice to be able to show nature and our sort of outdoors, and some of the things that are traditions up in Canada that people around the world might not realize, especially with a lot of the misinformation in the world today about what Canada is. I'm happy to be able to kind of show what I'm proud of about being in this country.
It was such a good laugh when your parents vandalized your van by painting it a beautiful buffalo plaid.
Oh yeah,
Please tell
don't
me.
now don't give it away. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert here. Yep. But yes, that something like that does happen. You'll have to watch to see. But yeah, my parents are normally on the old show were sort of the unwitting participants on the show, and I would pull pranks on them. At one time, I painted their house plaid, and I guess they probably heard when I moved back to Canada. A lot of people were asking them if they were going to paint my house plaid, and they may or may not have done something like that. So
Your dog Charlie is so chill during your specials. Do you tire her out before a stand-up show so she'll sit there quietly?
no, she's just she's very she's very sort of she's exposed to a lot. We travel all the time. She's always with me. I tour, when I'm not home working on these shows and being at home at the farm. I'm always traveling and bringing Charlie on stage. And over the course of the last 4 years, she's just sort of been very well socialized. She's usually I've had dogs before. I had two Siberian Huskies before, and they were big dogs. I couldn't bring them with me everywhere. So when I'd leave, they would be home, and it would have been hard to bring them up on stage. But she's gotten used to traveling and gotten used to meeting a lot of people, and I'd say she's probably the most seasoned stand-up comedy dog on the planet. She is getting more stage time than any other stand-up comedy dog today. She's doing great. She is a great stand-up comedian.
She was wonderful. Now, speaking of doing stand-up shows, is it jarring to go from just hanging out peacefully in the country to the craziness of a stand-up concert?
Not really, actually. It's actually, I feel, made my stand-up better, actually, because the rigors of life on the road and performing it's a exhausting job being a stand-up comedian. It seems fun traveling all the time, but it is fun, but it's exhausting traveling and getting to the next city, and so it's been so nice for me to be able to now, when I come home from the road, to be down the road from my parents and in the place where I grew up that feels like home, and having things to do outside in nature that are very relaxing to me. So it's night and day compared to when I was over the last 20 years when I'd come home from my stand-up shows and I'd be in Los Angeles and the hustle and bustle of that, and I never really got to shut off. So it's great. I love it.
I just want to say congratulations, Tom, on all your success. You've really earned it. And enjoy your farm. It looks like heaven on earth.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for telling everybody about the shows, and I can't wait for people to watch. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons, as well as the notification bell in the top right-hand corner if you'd like to see more of my celebrity interviews. Got a lot more lined up, so make sure you don't miss out on them.